Hi, I'm Amanda, and in this video, I'm going to be comparing a couple of different platforms that small and medium-sized businesses use frequently for both AR and AP. So, both for collecting payments from customers and also paying your vendors. So, in particular, I'm going to be talking about Nickel and Melio. So, Nickel and Melio are both pretty similar on the surface. They're both really popular with SMBs. As I said, they're both well-rounded for both AP and AR because a lot of tools are either one or the other. So these really have you covered for both of them. So yeah, in many ways they are pretty similar as far as kind of the basic features, but there are some important distinctions. And the main distinction is really the product fit. So the niche is a little different. Nickel is a lot more specific. It's more industry specific, I should say. It really caters toward a lot of businesses that are in more industrial types of fields. I'll show you here in a second. They really cater toward industries that are very hands-on, like construction, manufacturing. Any industries can use Nickel. Really, as they say here, they're built for businesses that move serious money. Think $10,000, $100,000, even over $1 million per transaction. So they're for really high volume payments. So really, a lot of these types of industries that they serve deal a lot with those kind of businesses. So as they mentioned here, millwork, cabinetry, ironwork, sheet metal, welding, paving, landscaping, just all these types of businesses that are more industrial in nature. And really, even when you look at their case studies that they have, it still falls under those types of industries, like roofing materials, American Home Renewal, another roofing company, a design center. So these are really more construction type of businesses. That really is the bulk of their customer base. And they even mention here they were founded by a team that had a lot of experience in payments and industrial B2B. So it really is more industrial, so kind of more for businesses in those kind of fields. Although, as I said, any business can use Nickel. It's not you can't use it if you're in a different field. It's just more that's kind of what their expertise is in. And it is kind of built for that. For example, a big thing with them is that they have unlimited free ACH payments across all three of their plans, which is really helpful for any business. But that's especially true for businesses that deal with large payments, because really, if you pay those with credit cards, the card fees will cut in quite a bit because it'll add up quite a lot with large payments, and so ACH transactions are usually preferred for that reason. So they really kind of cater to that. So they do have basic standard features. Unlimited free ACH really kind of sets them apart. Pretty quick turnaround, although it does kind of depend on the plan you have. 3 business days for their free plan, 2 for their other plans. As far as ACH goes, card payments, it's a 2.9% flat rate. And then again, the delivery timeline depends on which plan you have. And there's also a transaction limit if you have the free plan compared to the other 2 plans. So yeah, it can be used either to pay your bills or accept payment from your customers, all that kind of stuff. And you do save more if you go with annual billing instead of monthly billing. Just kind of keep that in mind. But yeah, basically the main thing about Nickel is any type of business can use it, but it really caters more toward the industrial businesses. So next I will show you Melio. So Melio, as I said, is a pretty similar platform to Nickel. It covers both AP and AR. So yeah, you can use it to pay your vendors. You can use it to accept payments online from your customers. So it is really helpful as far as that goes. A really well-rounded tool. I will say, I did want to note, it is pretty similar between Melio and Nickel as far as some of the fees. The card fee for Melio is 2.9%, which is the exact same as Nickel. And then also, You don't like automatically get unlimited free ACH with Melio, but you do get that with your with the unlimited plan, which they highlight as being their best value plan, that has unlimited users and unlimited free ACH, which is the same as Nickel as far as the free ACH goes. And then all their other plans come with a set amount of free ACH included. But if you surpass like the amount in your plan, it's 50 cents per transfer. But yeah, if you had like if you have the unlimited plan, you get unlimited free ACH, and then the card fee is 2.9%. So those fees are exactly the same as Nickel. So I did want to mention that because there's not like a clear advantage here as far as like one being like way more expensive than the other. They both have like this monthly subscription fee, and then their fees, their transaction fees are also pretty similar. But yeah, the main distinction between the two, as I said, is kind of the customer base. Melio is a lot broader. They're both for small and medium-sized businesses, but Melio really caters toward just a larger variety of industries compared to Nickel. It's not just industrial. Like, they do cover some of the industrial type businesses, like construction, also like logistics and wholesale. Those kind of businesses are like, those are the types of businesses that Nickel frequently serves, but they're also like a solid choice for like, they mentioned here, like professional services and food and beverage, wine and spirits, all that kind of stuff. So it's not only for, it's really not only for industrial businesses, though, as I said, Nickel isn't either. They're both for all kinds of industries, but you know, Melio is more well-rounded, Nickel is more niche. That's kind of the main distinction there. So I just kind of wanted to show you a quick overview of both of these, and they do like with Melio, I clicked on like food and beverage, and they really show you some more specifics related to that industry, like specific questions that you may have, like the types of food and beverage suppliers you can pay, all that kind of stuff. So really they're not industry specific, just really any small or medium-sized business that needs something for AR and AP could benefit from Melio. So those are kind of the platforms I wanted to talk about today, Nickel and Melio. They're both pretty similar, though as I said, the scope is a little different. For most small and medium-sized businesses, I would probably suggest Melio, just because they do have a more broad scope as far as their customer base. Although if you do happen to be in like a more industrial kind of business, you may prefer Nickel because that's really kind of their niche. Although Melio could still serve you also. So I hope you found this helpful, and then it kind of helps you get an idea of the difference between these two platforms. Thank you.